Hello friends, welcome back to another video tutorial from Advanced Biology. Today we will discuss on a very basic or fundamental topic of biological sciences, that is types of RNA. RNA is an abbreviation for ribonucleic acid. As compared to DNA, it is a single-stranded molecule. In some places, due to the complementarity of the bases, it appears like double-stranded molecule. It is a polymer of ribonucleotides, or it is a polyribonucleotide connected by 3' to 5' phosphodiester linkage. We know the concept of nucleoside and nucleotide. We know the four types of bases found in RNA are adenine, guanine, uracil and cytosine. When the base is adenine, then the ribonucleoside is adenosine and the ribonucleotide will be adenylate or 5' adenosine monophosphate. When the nitrogen base is guanine, then the ribonucleoside will be guanosine and the ribonucleotide will be guanylate or 5' guanosine monophosphate. When the nitrogen base is uracil, the ribonucleotide will be uridine and the ribonucleotide will be uridylate or 5' uridine monophosphate. When the nitrogen base is cytosine, then the ribonucleoside will be cytidine and the ribonucleotide will be cytidylate or cytosine 5' monophosphate. What is phosphodiester linkage and how this kind of linkage is formed? Phosphodiester linkage is created when a phosphoric acid molecule, that is H3PO4, is linked with two hydroxyl groups, that is OH, of two other molecules, forming two ester bonds and removing the two water molecules. Phosphodiester linkage in RNA plays a critical role in their structure and function. The successive nucleotides of the same strand are linked by 3' to 5' phosphodiester linkages, that is the 3 carbon of one sugar and 5 carbon of another sugar. In eukaryotic animal cell, 50% of the RNA is found in the ribosome and rough endoplasmic reticulum, 25% of the RNA is found in cytoplasm, 15% of the total RNA is found in the mitochondria and 10% of the RNA is found in the nucleus or nucleolus. Now we will discuss on various types of RNA. RNA is basically categorized into two types. The first one is the coding RNA, the example of which is messenger RNA or mRNA, and the other type is non-coding RNA, which is designated as ncRNA. Non-coding RNA is again can be categorized into two types, that is housekeeping non-coding RNA, which are transfer RNA and ribosomal RNA, tRNA and rRNA. And among these three types of RNA, that is messenger RNA, transferred RNA and ribosomal RNA, there are the major types of RNA, and among these three types, tRNA is the smallest and ribosomal RNA is the largest in size. But among the regulatory non-coding RNA, one type is long non-coding RNA, that is more than 200 nucleotide long, and the small non-coding RNA, the length of which is less than 200 nucleotides. We can again classify these small non-coding RNA into five types. Those are microRNA, silencing RNA or small interfering RNA, small nuclear RNA, small nucleolar RNA, and last of all piRNA or PV interacting RNA. Now, let's start our discussion with mRNA or messenger RNA. The M stands for messenger. It carries the message or genetic information from DNA. They carry the message from DNA to ribosome or protein synthesizing machinery. The hnRNA or heterogeneous nuclear RNA is the precursor molecule for the mRNA, which is synthesized by RNA polymerase II in the eukaryotes. mRNA constitutes for 5 to 10% of total RNA. We have already mentioned earlier, mRNA is also known as coding RNA. So all the other RNAs are named as non-coding RNA. Now question is, what are the parts of mRNA? If we think about the anatomy of mRNA, it is composed of 5 parts. At the 5' end, there is a 5' cap which is made up of 7-methyl guanosine triphosphate. It is connected by 5' triphosphate linkage. This structure is followed by a 5' untranslated region, or also called as 5' UTR. Then there is a coding region which is again followed by the 3' untranslated region or 3' UTR. At the end of 3' UTR, poly A tail is present. Poly A tail, that is a tail made up of poly A residue. A means adenine nucleotide residue. So there is the 5 regions of RNA. First one is the cap. Second one is the 5' untranslated region or 5' UTR. Third one is the coding region. Then the 3' UTR or the 3' untranslated region, and lastly there is a poly A tail. The 5' cap protects the mRNA from exonuclease attack. Secondly, this cap structure promotes the binding of mRNA with the ribosome. It gives stability to the mRNA, and the 5' cap is also important for the transfer of mRNA from the nucleus to the cytoplasm. So these are the important functions of the cap structure. The coding region is divided into 3 parts. The coding region, which is present in between the 5' UTR and the 3' UTR, this coding region can be divided into the 3 parts. The first one is the initiation codon, that is AUG codon. It is also named as start codon, which is followed by specific codons code for different amino acid, and at terminal end of the coding sequence there is stop codons, which are either UAG, UGA or UAA. They stop the process of translation or protein synthesis. The poly A tail also protects the mRNA from exonuclease attack like the cap structure, and it also helps in transcription termination. Poly A tail export the mRNA from the nucleus and begins the process of translation. On the basis of the numbers of cistrons, mRNA are of 2 types. Cistron is a segment of DNA. What is cistron? Cistron is a segment of DNA that is coding for the polypeptide chain. We know prokaryotic mRNA is basically polycistronic and eukaryotic mRNA is monocistronic. Polycistronic mRNA, what is polycistronic? Poly means many. So polycistronic mRNAs contains the codon which code for more than one protein, and on the other hand the monocistronic mRNA or the eukaryotic mRNA contains the coding sequence only for a single or one polypeptide. Now we will discuss about tRNA. tRNA means transfer RNA. It is also known as soluble RNA. This is the smallest RNA among the 3 major types of RNA such as mRNA, rRNA and tRNA. Their average molecular weight is 25,000. They have near about 75 to 90 nucleotides in eukaryotic tRNA. tRNA constitute 10 to 5% of the total RNA of the cell. The structure of tRNA was given by Robert Holly in 1965, who earned the Nobel Prize in 1968 for physiology or medicine. The secondary structure of tRNA is known as clover leaf model. The tertiary structure is three-dimensional, L-shaped, and it can accommodate the amino acyl site and peptidyl site of ribosome. This tertiary structure accommodate the RNA to bind with the amino acyl site and peptidyl site of the ribosome. Now we will discuss about the unusual bases of tRNA. A large number of the individual nucleotides in a tRNA molecule may be post-transcriptionally modified, often by methylation or deamination. These unusual bases sometimes affect the tRNA's interaction with ribosomes and sometimes occur in the anticodon to alter base pairing properties. 5 unusual bases produced by the enzymatic modification of the usual bases may be observed in tRNA molecule. These are pseudouridine, dihydrouridine, hypoxanthine, ribothymin and methylthymine. But among these 5 unusual bases, pseudouridine and dihydrouridine are most commonly found in the tRNA molecules. The important function of the tRNA is to transfer the amino acids to the ribosome. In structure, it will be from 5' to 3' end in the tRNA molecule. The sequence to remember the tRNA structure is DATA. What is DATA? This is the 5' end of the molecule. This is the 5' end. End of the tRNA molecule, and this is the 3' end of the tRNA molecule. So the sequence to remember the tRNA structure, it is DATA. D stands for DHU loop. This is D. This is A, anticodon loop. This is T-Cy loop, which stands for T, and A is the amino acid acceptor arm or the amino acid attachment arm. This dihydrouridine loop contains, this arm is called as dihydrouridine arm and the loop is called as dihydrouridine loop. It contains 4 complementary base pairing. The anticodon arm contains 5. This is 5 anticodon arm. Dihydrouridine loop has the arm has 4 complementary base pairing and anticodon loop has 5 complementary base pairing. Followed by anticodon loop there is extra arm or variable arm, and near the variable arm there is T-Cy loop. This loop contains 3 nitrogen bases. T means thymidine, pseudouridine and cytosine. This is the loop structure, and the T-Cy arm also contains 5 base pairing, complementary base pairing, and last of all that is the 3' end. At the 3' end there is amino acid attachment site which contains this arm, that is the acceptor arm, contains 7 complementary base pairing. But at the acceptor arm, CCA is the uncomplementary region. On the basis of attached amino acids which are attached on the amino acid attachment site or the 3' site of the tRNA molecule, tRNAs are of 20 types. This is all about the structure of tRNA. Now we will see the structure of ribosomal RNA or rRNA, ribosomal RNA or rRNA is also known as catalytic RNA or ribozymes. They help in the synthesis of ribosomes and helps in the peptide bond formation. Ribosomes are made up of rRNA and protein. rRNA constitute about 60 to 80% of the total RNA of the cell. In prokaryotes, the ribosome is 70S and in eukaryotes, the ribosome is 80S. S is the Wedberg unit. So all the ribosomes have one small subunit and one large subunit. The 70S prokaryotic ribosome has 30S subunit, which is small subunit, and the 50S is the larger subunit. The 50S subunit of the prokaryotes contain 23S rRNA, 5S rRNA and 34 proteins. The smaller 30S subunit of prokaryotes contains 16S rRNA and 21 proteins. The smaller subunit or 40S subunit of the eukaryotic ribosome contain 18S rRNA and 33 proteins, and the larger ribosome subunit of the eukaryotes contain 28S rRNA, 5.8S rRNA, 5S rRNA, and there are 50 variety types of proteins. Apart from these three types of RNA, now we will see over the various kinds of non-coding RNAs. So first we'll go for the long non-coding RNA. They are longer than 200 nucleotides, and depending on location, sequence, morphology, structure and function, they can be categorized into different groups. The most common functions of long non-coding RNAs are: firstly, it can produce allosteric effect for the interaction between different ligand proteins. Secondly, they act as a molecular scaffold to recruit and combine with multiple proteins. Thirdly, the long non-coding RNA mediates histone modification by their functional repeat elements. The second non-coding RNA, that is the small non-coding RNA, is the microRNA, which is 20 to 24 nucleotides long. More than 2000 microRNAs have been identified in human cells. Their functions are RNA silencing by the formation of RNA-induced gene silencing complex or RISC. They mediate post-transcriptional regulation of gene expression. Small interfering RNA, another kind of small non-coding RNA. It has nucleotides from 20 to 27 or 25. They are involved in RNA silencing and post-transcriptional regulation of gene expression. Their sequence and the function is quite similar to microRNA. So what is the difference between the microRNA and siRNA? The first difference is the biosynthesis of the microRNA occurs inside the nucleus, but the biosynthesis of the siRNA or small interfering RNA occurs within the cytoplasm. Second difference is microRNA has some kind of loop structure. We have seen earlier diagram, but the siRNA does not have that. Both the RNA, that is microRNA and siRNA, acts through the RNA induced gene silencing complex, that is RISC, and both of them binds the messenger RNA to halt the process of translation. Small nuclear RNA also belong to the category called as small non-coding RNA. Small nuclear RNAs are found within the nucleus and have approximately 150 nucleotides. Their function is to help the post-transcriptional modification of messenger RNAs. snRNA and the proteins clump together to form a complex named as spliceosome, which is involved in splicing process. There are basically two types of small nuclear RNA. Uh, the first one is the SM class snRNA, and the second one is the LSM class snRNA. The SM is basically a protein molecule surrounding which these types of RNAs are found. SM classes of RNAs are following types, that is U1, U2, U4 ATAC, U5, U7, U11 and U12. And the LSM class snRNA, there are two types, that is U6 LSM class snRNA and U6 ATAC. U6 ATAC is also a subtype of U6. And why we are using the U? Because this kind of RNA are high uridine RNA, uridine rich RNA there, and these RNA surround the ribonucleoprotein complex, that is SM core protein, so they are named as SM class or LSM class snRNA. SM class snRNA is transcribed by RNA polymerase II, and further they will leave the nucleus during their processing, and LSM class snRNA is transcribed by RNA polymerase III, but they never leave the nucleus. Now we will discuss about small nucleolar RNA. Earlier we have discussed small nuclear RNA. This is small nucleolar RNA. They belong to small non-coding RNA category. It has nucleotides from 60 to 300 nucleotides. They are located within the nucleolus of the cells. Their function is to help the post-transcriptional modification and maturation of the ribosomal RNA. Mind it, ribosomal RNA, small nuclear RNAs and other cellular RNAs. Now there are two types of snORNA, small nuclear RNA. One type is CD box snORNA, the first one, and the second one is the HACA box snORNA. These kinds of snRNAs have some repetitive sequence. The blue line in the diagram showing the small nucleolar RNA and the gray box showing the repetitive units. The red line here represent the ribosomal RNA. Both of these types of types are involved in the post-transcriptional modification of ribosomal RNAs, and they help in the biogenesis of ribosomes. Last but not the least is the PV interacting RNA, which is also called as piRNA. Now what is PV? PV is basically a type of regulatory protein responsible for stem cell and germ cell differentiation. This protein has an RNA binding site on which this piRNA binds. Their function is to silence the transposable element. They reduce the reversible mutations, and after all they regulate the gene expression. This is all about various types of RNA. Thanks for watching this video. Please like, share and comment on this video. For the new viewers, do not forget to subscribe my channel if you already have not done so, and press the bell icon to get the notification on the newly released video. Do take care in pandemic.